there's been a number of changes of plan and so we thought we'd just do a quick run through what we've done so far and what we've had to change, and also what we've had to change for the next few weeks. So I'm using this map, which I've got a new one of these, I just haven't put it up yet. This one's dog-eared because it's been up here since I bought the boat, but it's so useful for doing broad planning. So we've got Birmingham's here, and Coventry and Nottingham, and Reading, where we started, is down here. So we started off the year by coming from Reading up up through Oxford, and I was heading up to Long Eaton on the side of Nottingham to get the new stove fitted. Unfortunately, in July, when I got up here to Foxton, I found that there was a lock in front, the Kilby top lock to be exact, was broken, and quite seriously broken. Someone said a boat crashed into it, but I don't know the details, but it was closed for several weeks. So I wasn't going to be able to make my appointment with Lockgate Stoves up here, so that's why I went down here to Market Harbour, which is always a pleasure to go to anyway. And I had to then ask the Lockgate people to drive down in their van and install the stove down here. Okay, work is continuing. As you can see, I've now got a new chimney stack there, and they're busy now fitting in the new fuel tank. So we got that done, and I went for a bit of a cruise whilst I was waiting for the appointment to get the skin tank fixed, and that was going to be at North Kilworth, which is just here. When we got close to it, it turned out, will you be quiet? When we got close to it, it suddenly became not possible to get the work done at North Kilworth, so there was a bit of a scramble, and as you probably know, it was rearranged for Debworth Marina. Debdale, beg your pardon. Yes, just here. And so the work was done there, and it's been a complete success. I've just been cruising to get to Crick, where we are at the moment, over nearly 20 miles of just flat canal with no locks, and I was able to not give a thought to engine temperature at all, and move on quite a bit faster. But having done that, we then started thinking about the Christmas plan, which was to get to York up here for Christmas. Now, it's a long way north, so there was a bit of a balancing act. I didn't want to go too far north too soon, because Marianne lives down here. I've lost it. So it's an awful long way to come and visit the boat. And probably balanced it just wrong, as it turned out, because when I did set off up this path heading towards Leicester, I already knew the River Soar was in flood, and I was going to have to wait for that. Then, but before I got there, we had that storm, Babette.
Oh, Babette, yeah.
Yes, and the River Soar runs parallel to the canal at one point on the edge of Leicester, and the river rose and it pushed the side of the bank over and damaged it. So a section just before where the river joins the canal is closed. So I sat at a place called Kilby Bridge for 12 days in the end, waiting to find out what was happening. And there was still no definite news of when this could be fixed. It wasn't a trivial job. I saw a whole lot of steel Armco plates being delivered at the CRT site at Kilby Bridge ready to do the repair, and there were a lot of them, so it was a long stretch. So I then realised that up here on the River Trent, a pre-planned closure had started, and so this section is not passable until the 22nd of December. And when they say that, they always mean 4 o'clock on the 22nd of December, which would leave me the 23rd and 24th to go all the way up here, across and up on the River Trent and the River Aire and the River Ouse, with all the problems. So the Christmas plan was off. So I then started looking for somewhere else to stay over Christmas as a base. I looked at Sawley Marina, which is just here, but it's still on the Trent, and so susceptible to high water. So in the end, I've spoken to Mercia Marina, just on the southern edge of Derby, and they're expecting me. But the only way to get there, because I can't go up there and across, is I have to come back down, all the way down through Braunston, through Rugby, Coventry, Tamworth, Burton-on-Trent, onto the Trent and Mersey, and back that way. So what would have been something like 35 miles became 120 miles. But that's okay, we've got enough time to do it. So that's the plan, and I'm currently down at Crick, which is the site of the famous Crick Boat Show, but we've been exploring Crick Village, and in fact we're just about to go down there for our lunch. It's a nice place to visit. So I'm not aware of any problems at the moment with the canals that I need to get to Derby. So I've got plenty of time, so I'll try to balance getting on with not getting there too soon, and we'll see how that works out. And then I will be able to use Mercia Marina as a base for whatever plans we do make for Christmas.